the fleet shall not rest a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this morning and through the
Biafra is our only home. It is our only home. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. We must always strive to do what we ought to do, to restore Biafra back, hope of our children. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra.
Yes, sir. Good morning, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, which is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uchiuka from Efo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uchiuka from Efo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. The one and the only man who stood up to protect the interests of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. This morning we must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. In my humble way, as always, I say to him this morning, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o ise. This morning we will move ahead to our topic this morning, which I entitled What IPOB is Trying to Prevent Nigeria from Doing to You. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to prevent Nigeria from doing to you. Believe me, I as a person, I have seen evil in my life. Evil that are unimaginable. The act of wickedness from the heart of men. And sometimes I really don't understand how or what to say about them. I think when I tell people sometimes that there is no need to threaten anybody who is a Nigerian with hellfire, that remains the truth. Because honestly, when I get to heaven and God say to me, you are going to hell, I will humbly tell him that I've been there. People who found themselves in Nigeria don't even know they've seen worse than hell. And if we fail to cry out in a time like this and realize what is going on, I tell you, you will suffer 100 times over in the name of one Nigeria. Make no mistake about that. Make no mistake about that. I have seen people so wicked that the wickedness of the people in Nigeria is unbelievable. Whether it is the name that is causing this wickedness, I don't know. Whether there is something else contributing to it, I don't know. But you must be rest assured that there is a reason why we are here. There is a reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here. We want to prevent Nigeria from preventing them from doing a lot of evil to the people who have found themselves here. When I say our topic is what IPOB is trying to prevent Nigeria from doing to you, because in the first place, we don't know who is Nigeria. Whether Nigeria is British government, we don't know. Whether Nigeria is Fulani, we don't know. Whether Nigeria is Yoruba, we don't know. We only understand that there are a group of people who speak from their subconscious mind. They constantly say, I am a Nigeria, I am a Nigeria, I am a Nigeria. And watch these people. The more they profess they are being Nigeria, the more wicked they are, the more evil they are, the more heartless they are, the more they can do anything. I want those of you who has grown in Nigeria to reflect to the character of British that create Nigeria. You will see they are heartless. You will see they are wicked. You will see Lucifer or Satan is kind compared to them. Because if these people will stand their ground and cry bitterly that they want to pull out of the European Union just to keep the loot from Africa to themselves, and yet these people make sure that nobody in the world gets involved in our issue because they think they own source, you can see how evil they are. The British people are part of the people who are enjoying this world. Very lazy set of people who never invent anything. The last time I checked, the only thing they manufacture is Opel. But there is no country they have not raped. There is no country they have not murdered. There is no country they have not committed atrocity. And I must tell the world today who are listening, who is the jihadist? Is it Saudi Arabia? Who is the jihadist? Is it the jihadist state? I tell you no. British is behind all of them. They look as if they are game changer. But this time their time is up. It doesn't matter how many people you are going to kill. And so those killing in the name of Allah, those dying in the name of Jesus, all of you get ready. Because the battle formation is gradually changing. But what motivates me to this message this morning is simple. Majority of the people are just living out their life. They don't even understand what is going on. To them, you wake up in the morning, you eat food, then you go on the way, maybe to your working place or to school, and then some hours later, you eat again, and then you come back home, and then you are married, you sleep with your wife, you wake up, you have children, and then the cycle go on and on and on. And then one day you become a grandfather, and then another day you are dead. And then your children start with the same cycle of suffering. They see you being intimidated, being humiliated, being harassed by the same people, and they think that being stupid before them makes them law-abiding citizen. And then they follow the same cycle you follow, and they die. They sing the praises of those who has reprogrammed them. But I don't blame you. We can only wish you will wake up. Our ways of life can easily be altered without our knowledge, only for us to discover when it is too late. I am born in a country called Nigeria, but I know I am not in Nigeria, because from the very day I could use my brain, I knew something was wrong with Nigeria. A country whose leader, who is supposed to make sure life is comfortable for you, are the people who are destroying everything about you, harassing you, intimidating you. Come to think about a group of people who have been ruling the country since I was born. The same group of people are the people ruling the country to this very day. I was not born in 1960, but the same name of people who ruled 1960 are the same people ruling in the year 2020. The ones that are out of the picture are the ones that are dead, and you don't see what they are doing to you. You are not able to understand what IPOB, what Mazen and the Kano is trying to prevent for you. It's trying to stop Nigeria from doing to you. They were noblemen who saw this system being initiated. They fought to prevent it, but couldn't do much because of the level of ignorance of the people, which has led us to where we are today. Before Mazen and the Kano, before IPOB, they were noble men and women who stood up to fight this evil. They did their best. Of course, because of the high level of the ignorance of the people, they couldn't do much. Today, we understand the high level of ignorance, and we will do our best. And we make sure that before our time is up, this zoo called Nigeria must be destroyed. I must tell you, sincerely speaking, that in as much as there are some group of Yoruba who are criminally minded terrorists feeding from the misery of the people, you still have the same criminally minded people from the minorities of the north, from the Fulani, from the Biafran. They are all the same people. They have agenda. They are altering our way of life. And every day they see this, their plans succeed. They think we are full. The same place I eat, the same way I labor, the same way I struggle to survive, it is the same way majority of the youth of Nigeria have found themselves. Forget about your father can be a political armed robber. Forget about your uncle can be a terrorist. Forget about what they make you feel, that your region is born to rule, or your region is 10% and the other region is born to conquer. I want you to look at your life and see, this is not what you desired. I remember one of my brother who traveled overseas some time ago. When he landed in the airport, it was midnight. He thought it was morning because the kind of light he saw in the street. He called me immediately and say, bro, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. But the people who owns this country are even crying for more. And then it keeps me wondering where some group of old, wretched, criminal-minded individual keep giving you 2,000 naira year after year, and many of you will die for them. They say it's election. They just give you 2,000 naira to bring you out of the street. Most of you are graduate. Most of you are intellectual. Most of you are very wise men. Most of you are Igwe. They give you 2,000 naira to be sharing for youth. We all know Buhari is dead, but nobody can come out and speak. The few people who try to come out to speak, they set them up. The system has been programmed in such a way that the only thing they want to achieve is impoverishing the people, reducing the people to not an animal and nothing more. And each time I look at what is happening and how we accept them, I could not blame the whites who want to value dog, or rather who value dog and cats more than you. Because I tell you, this animal will revolt. Dog and cat will revolt when they are wrongly treated. But of course, considering the weapon of the imperialists used in the name of colonization and broke our fathers to this extent, that we fight and kill ourselves over the idea of the invaders. Do not think that you are stronger than your ancestors. They will break your will. They will bend you until you begin to think that the wrong they are doing to you is right. Today here in Nigeria, you go to the pages of newspaper. They will announce to you how many people who have died, and they will tell you not to worry. It's just 3,000, and the government is doing everything they can, and all will be well. And before the end of the day, they still give you breaking news that though another 30,000 died, but the situation is under control. And now we have gotten to a stage that all we do is we thank God that, oh, only 50,000 people died. But who are these people dying? Why are they dying? Who is doing the killing? And who is covering the whole of this atrocity? There is a deliberate ploy to weaken a general populace of the people in Nigeria, Biafrans being the major target. The Yoruba youth, as far as I'm concerned, do not have a say. They have been reprogrammed to think that Tinubu or some other Yoruba idiot like Obasanjo controls their life. The Yoruba believe that they have to take the 10% and become useful. I must tell you the truth. Those of you who have encountered 419, go and check them. All of them are Yoruba youth. We will not talk about Oluwole now. I want you to look at those people that call you and say, yes, this is First Bank. Your ATM has been blocked. Give us your PIN number. Let's open it. I want you to look at those people who will call you and say, we just send you a recharge card. It's a mistake. Please send it back to us. Watch all of them. They are Yoruba. They are all Yoruba. They have reduced them to making them believe that it's 419 they must do, both home and abroad, both in the church and in the mosque and everywhere. But these people, I believe they have potential. These people, I believe they can do more. Have you forgotten Kemi, who is a finance president of Nigeria, who don't even know 2 times 2? And they cover that case now. But we can do more than this. The most miserable one is the Hausa youth. Hausa youth have been reduced to common Bambiala. They can't even do 419. Northern, where you hear the Northern minority, TV, Ibiron, Ibibio. The Northern youth are gone. They have completely destroyed them. These people can't do 419. They can't lead a prayer in the mosque. They can't lead prayer in the church. These people have been completely destroyed. They are youth. The only thing that comes to their mind is they wake up in the morning, they carry plates, look for a corner of the street and sit down there, and you'll be hearing Bambi Allah, give me kobo, Bambi Allah, give me kobo. The next time, the children of the Fulani will blow trumpet. Prrr, kiliboma, then they jump up. You begin to see them, they are born to rule. But I want us to be sincere with ourselves. You come to Biafra land, you spend time, you go to school, you work very hard. After everything, you are relegated to the background. This is the story of the youth of Nigeria. But these people tell you, oh, the youth are the leader of tomorrow. But believe me, since I was born, the youngest youth of my village is 67 years old. My youth president in my village, as I'm talking to you, is older than my father. When will I be a youth? The youth in Nigeria are 80 years and above. Obasanjo is a youth. Buhari, before he died, is a youth. I can tell you, if care is not taken, Gowon is a youth president of billion people. But we think it's okay. They change the definition for you. IPOB and Mazen and Kano is here to stop this. This strategy has always been one of the major weapons that the imperialists used to weaken their victim before now. It is amazing that the same procedure is being used against us today without our knowledge. And now ASU is planning to go strike again. But you think they don't know what they are doing? They wake up one day and say, we are going to strike. We have to go to strike. It's government that is telling them. These Nigerian people, they are becoming too educated. ISU, look for complain and make. Go to strike. At least in the next 3 years, let all of them become dumb. And you will be there and some will say, it's a welcome development. How wouldn't they pay ASU? Let them go. But ASU is raping every little girl. Every student collecting money from them. The same ASU we are talking about, before your children are admitted into any school, they pay admission fee, acceptance fee, among others. But I'm not saying they should not be paid, but I'm telling you that the government of the day actually introduced this system to weaken you the more. And so for the next 2 years, you will not go to school. And then the next time you wake up, somebody will say, yes, NEPA is on mass disconnection. They didn't pay, but they didn't give you light in the first place, but they want to create false impression that they have light, and the reason you are in darkness is because some people didn't pay. But this is not the truth. All this are strategy. Another community have been burned down in Bayelsa, and they are going to tell you one army man was killed. It is only in Biafra land you hear that, what do they call the Biafra militant killed an army man. You never see their dead body. You never hear their name. You just hear an officer was killed down by militant, and because we burned this village, we want to prevent all these things. Mazen and the Kanu is here to stop all these things. It is amazing. The same procedure the imperialists, the colonial terrorists deployed, that is what they are still using. And we will be very stupid if we allow them to succeed. This is not about being a Biafra. This is not about being a Northernant or anything you call yourself or Yoruba. This is about the youth, the current day youth, to wake up. Because I believe in a fair and complex society. There is nothing wrong with somebody from Biafra land being very close to people of Kenya. I do not think there is anything bad with people of Kenya marrying with Malawi, Namibia, the Zulu, all the way to the Igbo, to the Yoruba. I do not see why Africans should be seen as African. But the problem we have here is that some Africans do not have the mind of their own. They kill for the terrorists themselves. Fulani are killing us for the British government, as well as sacrificing us for the Arabic nation. This is where the problem lies. But if the next generation of blacks can understand why we Biafrans are here, and then I tell you, African, we unite. This is one thing they don't want to hear. Everybody who have tried to unite the black, we are all murdered. Who killed them? Everybody who have tried to unite the black, whether they are white or they are black, all of them have been killed. Are we going to talk about Muammar Gaddafi? Are we going to talk about in the army of Uganda? Are we going to talk about Bob Marley? Are we going to talk about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King? Are we going to talk about millions of them? We do not know their name. Only few escaped this lynching. few like Robert Mugabe, because when they saw nobody's ready to protect them, they have to mellow down. If the whole of Europe, even though they are not the same, we unite to conquer black, I do not see any wrong there. Why the whole black, both the black Americans, both the black Indian, both the black African, or whatever you call yourself, cannot unite to build a common future. But now we have realized that some of you are so lazy and you are sick in the head. American can never be a home to any black man, as well as Indian can never be a home to any black man. And they will never respect us until we make them to show respect to us. In a non-share, you are in Nigeria. If you like the Oduduwa, if you like the Yoruba, go back and look at yourself as Fulani and Hausa. You see all of you have worked hard all your life to live on the expense of the Biafran people. The moment you are able to use our head, Yoruba become relevant. The moment you are able to kill us, Fulani Hausa become relevant. And so in one Nigeria, they have spent more time looking for how to kill us, how to victimize us, for what belongs to us. It is not too late, but somebody have to lead by example. And that is why we are here. And sometimes when we come, we tell you, you are this, you are that, we're trying to make you reason. You don't advise madman. You recondition a madman. You can't see somebody who is mad and you tell the man, behave yourself, behave yourself. And then why is he a madman? You don't advise a madman because it's useless. And when we notice some of you are mad, we don't need to advise you. We behave the way we behave. But make no mistake about that. We don't hate anybody. But we think there is need for Nigerian to be destroyed so the next generation can have faith. There are things people don't understand. In as much as we want to register our displeasure, we still want to say the truth. I do not think I cannot live in the same house with Yoruba. I don't see anything bad there. I don't see anything wrong there. I personally don't hate Fulani or Hausa. I think we can be able to sit down on the same table and discuss how to protect the black race, like the Chinese did, the Japanese did. When you look at the Korean nation, for instance, if you see the battle these people fought among themselves. But today they are not together, but they respect each other. China have to kill Japan. Kill Japan. China killed Japan for British government. And then it was left for the last line of the royal family of Japan to stand up to defend Japan. When you hear about the Samurai warrior, you think they were just commoners, but the ruling class made a vow to defend their land. It's not easy for them, but some people think China and Japan are the same thing. Of course, these are the children of the Moabite and the Amorites. These are the children of Lot. Their family begin to expand down to Bangladesh, all the way to Malaysia and Indonesia. These are the same people. You think they are 5 and 6? No. There is a great difference between them now. But the beauty is that the Asian nation learn to respect themselves. When will Africans get to that level where they should be able to learn to respect themselves? When the Yoruba should be proud of who they are, not proud of stealing oil from our land and think we are going to respect them for that, while they're working hard to impoverish us. Where Fulani will be killing us for British government, and then they are telling you they are born to rule, launching a helicopter to kill us and deceiving everybody that they are fighting terrorists, Boko Haram, whereas they are the one. Can Satan cast out Satan? Can demon cast out demon? We are here to stop all this nonsense. It doesn't matter whether you understand or you don't understand. We will make you show respect. We will make you show respect. The strategy has always been some of the major weapons, like I said, by the imperialists. They continue doing the same thing. Number one, they depopulate the people. They depopulate you. People think Boko Haram is, what do they gain? What would Boko Haram gain? Killing people. I have seen death in my life. Most of these people don't deserve it. I was not born during the war. Even 10 years after the war, I was not born. But outside the war, I have seen danger. I have seen evil. I have seen an adult bring out a machete, begin to slaughter children between 2 years to 4 years. In my life here in Nigeria, I have seen adults pick up machete, cut down fellow Nigeria. I have seen death. I have seen dead body. If I do not have a mind, I still feel the pain of those people. I have stand before brothers, comrades, who will bleed to death, not because they cannot be saved, because somebody said they have to die. I managed to save some of them who actually would have been dead, but mercy set them apart. But all these things, there are people who are doing these things, they don't have a heart. I was in a camp war. I saw dead body of my people. And what the governor will come out and tell you, the governor of Anambra, is that you should not mind us who are miscreants. But what is our offense? We say what is good for the goose is good for the ganja. We fight for equal rights and justice. We just want to be in control of our life. And now it's a crime, a sin to some people. But all these things are out of the population. You want to look at what they are doing to the minorities in the north today, the Christians in the north. They are wiping them away in thousands. These people are crying, but who will listen to them? This is just the population. These are strategically planned. Africans who are there thinking Biafra is your problem, you will die miserably, because all these European people, all these colonial masters, they are pushing in ammunition into Africa, and it will get to all of us 1-1. We will kill ourselves if we don't apply wisdom to reasoning. And when we finish killing ourselves, we will go for them. That is one thing they can be rest assured of. That war they want to bring in Nigeria, Europe will fall. The whole of Africa will fall. We will make sure of that. And that is why the better the United Nations, better those conscious people who are still alive, begin to put things in place so that all these things can be managed, the better for all of us. And now let me tell you, the leadership of IPOB, all of them are young boys. I was in a meeting one day, and when all of us came out, somebody wept. A man wept in Abuja. He said, the reason I have hope in IPOB is not because they have AK-47. All of us are small boy. We have not even started our life. And we can assure you, we will be here after you are long gone. You don't know we have coordinators that are older, 7 years. We feed their soul with the hatred of the evil you have done to us. We are not like President of Nigeria. Buhari have to go and change his food. Jubri, I mean to say. He has to go and change his pancake in London. Look at your governors. They spend more time sleeping. Just look at all your governors. They are 70 years. The youngest among them is 70 years. Some of your governors are 120 years in Africa. They spend more time sleeping. Believe me, no matter the arrangement, their time is up. I'm not just talking to Nigerians. I'm talking to the whole of Africa. There is need for us to repent. These old men should stand aside and inspect their children, fashion the next way forward for the generation of the black. Or better still, kill all of us, or when you are dead, we will bring out your dead body. The Europeans know what they do. So these major terrorists, they hide their grave. It will surprise most of you that Adolf Hitler later died in South Africa, married a South African woman later. But you won't see the dead body. Did you see the dead body of terrorist Lugard? Most of these criminals, you don't see their dead body. Because a day will come, we will abuse their dead body. That is why Buhari dead body have to be buried in Saudi Arabia. But the time will come, we will ask for their dead body. Because in here and in death, you people will not go free for your sin. Honestly, I want you to understand. It's not about Yoruba now, about Hausa now. It is about the epidemic called Nigeria. It is about the black who have failed to reason. It's nothing new about us as a people. The problem is that we have failed to fight back. The country of India today was not the size it is today. As I'm speaking to you, there are many communities in India who don't want to be part of India. There are atrocities that the world commits. The earlier they close this chapter and let the people go free, the better. Sometimes there are a group of individuals who think they control the world. They have button that when they press it, they think everybody will die. But all the virus you have been building in the lab, all of them now have become self-awareness. All of them have mutated to the level now that they are beating every strategy or system you have put in place. Do you think you are God? Some people feel they own the world, they are alive, but all of them die anyway. All of them die anyway. If you look at India, for instance, the suffering in India is more than Nigeria, but at least to a certain level, they are able to advise themselves. You have British India, you have Chinese India, you have Yoruba India, you have Igbo India, you have Hausa Fulani India, you have American India, you have Chakenchan India. Indian is every tribe, but one Indian ruled the whole India. Who did that to them? Is it God? It's not God. It's the terrorists. The colonial masters did this evil. Go and ask Portuguese what they did in Brazil. Today you have Yoruba Brazilian, you have Igbo Brazilian, you have Hausa Fulani Brazilian, you have American Brazilian, British Brazilian, every evil everywhere. God didn't make so, man made that. They are playing God. Some of them, I must tell you, it doesn't matter how you feel. Look at Argentina, you deliberately wipe away the whole black people. Argentina deliberately makes sure they wipe away the black people. And when that thing was going on, some of the black run to Brazil. But when are we going to wake up? And now the hope of Africa, which is Biafra, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, cannot see that what we are fighting is bigger than all of us. Africa will never be free until Biafra is restored. We know this truth. We believe in this truth. We walk in the light of this truth. We will not stop until this truth prevails. It doesn't matter how much we have to suffer. They depopulate you. So today now they are killing you. I want you to watch Nigerian media and Nigerian leaders. It doesn't matter to them. How many people that die doesn't matter. Their children is saved somewhere in Europe, in America, in Asia. Their children is saved. They are planning to build a house now in other planets. And on your expense, they will send their children there. But even if it's hellfire, we are there waiting for them already. I tell you. Even in hellfire, we are there waiting for all of you. But we continue to appeal to your conscience. Yoruba, rise up and call for the division of Nigeria. I tell you, you will be greater than you have ever been. Because many Biafrans will not leave Lagos. They will remain there. We know of the Igbo community in Ogujo, Ogun State. Most of their children don't even know they are Igbo people again. Those of you in Ogun State, go there around Ogijo. There are Igbo community there. They have been there before the war. They didn't come back. They think they are Yorubas we are speaking. We know our people there. Tomorrow now, when I say this Yoruba community are Igbo, some people are going to say, it's a lie, they are not our blood, but you have no idea. What I'm saying is that there is no way we can become different. We are who we are. You can imagine the whole Africa will move to a particular place and say, let's be this for the good of everybody. I'm not a racist, but I think being a racist makes you survive. But I won't go there anyway. But Yoruba think, oh, it's a British agenda. The UK say, you people don't know what is coming. And Fulani are now so lazy that the only thing they can do is import gun. The gun you import will kill your children. You are importing gun. Oh, killing Yamene, killing Yamene, killing Yamene, and some Igbo and Biafran, whatever tribe you are collecting money because of second tenure, kill your people, kill your people, kill your people. Can't you get it? The population agenda. I tell the Biafran people, Go and check the population of your community. Try and find out how many that are running away. I can assure you that 30% of those who are running away because of hardship will die in the Mediterranean Sea. Another 30% will die in the Sahara Desert. The remaining 40%, 30% will die in prison across the globe. The remaining 10%, it will never come back home. And 2 will be beggar across the globe. Make no mistake about that. It's the population of our land. But of course, man will plan, but God has his own plan. You do not know that more than 75% of Biafrans are not in Biafra land. They are not in Nigeria. More than 75% of Biafrans are not even in Africa. Because Yoruba, Wosa, Fulani reprogram us as directed by British government. Now they wanted us to run away. The reason why the killing is even reducing is because they see the population is here. That is why if I tell you, oh, ye Biafra, go into Nigeria and multiply, you will not understand. They are telling you, he's a polygamy. Go and start burning children. Begin to burn, 1,000. Begin to burn. Because this may be what will save us later. Nigeria has not recovered from the shock that we are still here. We will lead the first protest. We will lead the second protest. And they were shocked. You mean they still have this population? British government have not recovered from it. That is why they don't let us come out. Go and look at one of the reasons they are delaying our freedom. They will tell you there are very few. Allow us to showcase ourselves on the street of Biafra land here alone. The few of us that are left. I tell you, our leader command a soldier that when we march, we drink a river dry. If we stage protest 1 hour in Onitsha Bridge, I tell you, we will drink all the water in River Niger. You think we are joking? But they want to depopulate us. Go to every prison across Nigeria. We are the one locked up there. But this truth, I don't know how to cover it. Do you know you hardly see a Yoruba man in Nigeria in any police prison or cell? Do you know? Not to talk of Hausa Fulani. Do you know it's our people they build prison for? It's like when you hear America talk about penitentiary prison. Is it for Americans? Is there any Caucasian man locked up in any prison in America? But of course, other Europeans have their right, but you are a black man, that is your second home. If you don't agree to be an idiot, they lock you up in the prison. So you have to be an idiot for America, and then you are not in a penitentiary. The same way Europe. Why are we hiding all these things? So somebody will feel good. This is where I get angry, and I will say, thunder will fire all of you. You that want us to be hiding the truth so you feel good, thunder will fire you. Idiots everywhere. This is my pain. And so some people are depopulating us. But you can't see it. The governor will even come and tell you, you see, when you kill my town man in my jurisdiction, I'll pay 500,000. So how much is kidney? How much is India buying kidney? How much is China and Japan buying kidney? Or you think we don't know all those small children you kidnap? We think you don't know you are harvesting their organ and selling it? How much does India use to do kidney plant? So our governors are even selling us for our organ to be harvested. That is why we don't run we don't hide. We come out openly. You shoot us, we die, no problem. But we will not give you the privilege of killing us. Then you rush us to one corner and harvest our organ. Then the next procedure they use is they relocate people. The colonial masters' way of relocating people is the broad sheep. The one of the prince of Oni of Ife betrayed the Oni of Ife, and they made him the Oba of Badagry. He helped sell Yoruba people into slavery. Yoruba were also sold into slavery. But I do not know if it's Igbo people who are living in Yoruba land that was actually sold by the Oba of Badagry. But having said that, you have a slave market in Calabar, in Rivers State, in Bayelsa State, everywhere that borders with the Atlantic Ocean. Misplacement of the people. That is how they did it. Today now, they cannot misplace us, but they are doing it. Do you know that all the orphanage home in the north, that 90% of the children there are Biafran children? We will come to that later. So what do? They turn your land to theater of war. They introduce kidnappers. Shell are the sponsors of all those ones. Then in Lagos and Abuja, you are living very peaceful life. You wake up, you cruise, you stroll, and when you come home, they tell you your people are evil, you will believe. But they are paying some people to do the dirty job. This is one truth you must understand. And so they are misplacing you. One of the greatest challenges you are having is that some idiots think they are Lagosian. They can't come back home because they can't survive. The system is programmed to misplace you already. Go and look at all the people born in Hausa land. They don't think different from the Fulanis. Look at all the Igbo born in Hausa. They behave like Atoron. They can't reason, but they can't come home. Because believe me, these people made their own area very comfortable. You are in Lagos, you live in Banana Island, the life is good. You can't survive anywhere in Biafra land. Is there anywhere in Biafra land that look like Banana Island? And you're living there already. And I'm telling you, come back home. Well, it's just like when the Bible says that it's almost impossible for a rich man to enter heaven. Sukuru or Asurok or somewhere in Abuja. There is no area in Biafra land where you can have such comfort. And when we say come back home, you do not understand that there is need for all of us to make this sacrifice and save the next generation. You think it's about you. You are very selfish. They are misplacing us already. They are misplacing us already. We don't do what we don't say what we cannot do. Believe me, if I want to be in diaspora today, even if I don't have the money, I won't mention their name anyway. But I have millions of people that will say, oh, but come out immediately. But I think if I'm in America now, my language will change. I think if I'm in London now, my language will change. Because by now I will be watching, Hollywood, they call it. Maybe by now I would have been speaking, yeah, man, what's up, man? Are you doing? Are you yashing, man? But that is why I have to talk the way I talk. And that is why when you are talking, I know what you are feeling. I know exactly what you are saying. And when you are an idiot, I tell you you are an idiot. Do I talk like America? I look at all Biafrans who are in America, who are in Europe, Nigeria will come and use them to deceive us. You look at how they grant interview. They were asking one of the idiots about the insecurity in Nigeria. And the visa ban, I forgot his name, supposedly an Igbo man. He spent almost 30 minutes saying nothing, just blabbing, because he wanted to say American fune. It was just like the reason, you see, American has to a kind of suspend issuing visa to Nigeria. He didn't use ban though. It's because there are certain things America actually was like that is what I'm trying to say is that almost 1 hour he was just blabbing. To him, it's Americana. Thunder will fire all of you. But the truth is that we have been misplaced. They discourage the people. For them to do what they are doing, they discourage the people. There is audio I would have loved to play, but there is no need. There's a small boy that was interviewed somewhere in Anambra. And said, why are you not in school? He said, there is no need to go to school. Oh. He now started mentioning people in his community who are graduates. Some did not even see who gives them keke to ride. Then he now mentioned people who are doing buying and selling, and they are doing good. He said, then if I can go and learn trade, 4 years, I get my own and become somebody. Why will I go to school? You see now. I want you to go back to history of Nigeria. The first graduate is Igbo man. The first doctor is Igbo man. Everything is Igbo man. Anyone they put Yoruba or Hausa, no Yoruba have rewritten the history. Forget about Woloshoika Lauren Obe. He wrote Jewel and the Lion. He's a Lauren Obe. But Chine Achebe is not a Lauren Obe. Forget about all those things. Amadu Bello made this confession in one of his broadcasts. He said, anywhere you put the Igbo man in a labor camp or anywhere, he emerged the winner. We don't slack. When they say worry, no, they carry last. No be worry that language for start. And no be today start. We as a people don't carry last. We want to be the best of what we are. But look at today. Your governor will come out and empower you with her pan and shovel. In 18, They now print their picture and paint and give you. You are jumping up and down. Look at what Buhari have done to you people in debt, and look at what Jubilee is continuing to do. Did you know there are still people who are saying, oh, we have to support Buhari, he's a good man, he's a man of integrity? This is how you know the damage that have been done to our brain. We all know these people are complete and total failure. But people will still come and say the government of Buhari is fighting corruption, and Buhari is saying, yes, we have fulfilled our promise, we have delivered, we brought a helicopter to kill all of you in your villages, before IPOB will come, we have escaped, and you are clapping. They discourage good people. Look at all the people governors who try to repair their place. Look, where is Alamis here? Bayelsa, you know, today is the handwork of Alamis here. But they killed Alamis here, discouraged Alamis here. No governor will build Bayelsa again, considering what Alamis here suffered. I may not be very proud of Iburi, as an idiot that he is, thinking Nigeria will save him. But the latest development in Delta State is Iburi who walk, but he's a criminal. Are we going to talk about people like Sam Mbakwe? It's a very fascinating hero of a man. In those days at home, my father used to call my junior brother Sam Mbakwe, Sam Mbakwe. That made me to go and look at this man. But do you know Sam Mbakwe's wife is still a poor woman today? They hardly remember Sam Mbakwe's wife. But Sam Mbakwe did a lot for the eastern region in his time. What you see in Calabar, what you see most of these Biafra land, all these people, good men did it. Where are they? Where is Ambrose Ali, who in less than 2 years built more than 338 secondary schools in Bende State? Where are they? He died without a room. Buhari killed all of them. What of Alex Ekwime? What about good men? They discourage all of you. But look at all the criminals. They empower them. Also, the man now is going to, where is he traveling to with his Jubilee? And so when you see a criminal like Ozodema traveling with Jubilee, and then you become a criminal to travel with criminal. But you won't understand. They discourage genuinity. They discourage sincerity. They discourage good people. And they encourage evil people. When the whole IPOB, they say, oh, he's a terrorist, he's a this one, he's a Boko Haram. The whole IPOB, peaceful IPOB, men of God like us. Men of God like us. Men and women of God like us. Oh, you don't know we are men of God. I am a Christian. My leader is a Jewish worshipper. And then some of us are Ogomo. Anyone you belong to, we are servant of God. Men of God that we are. Not all those 419. We don't build a mansion on the expense of our people. We show them the way of Chukwukika Biama. As simple as short. But we are doing that. Oh, these people are terrorists. We have to enumerate them. We have to mechanize them. We have to. But when they see Boko Haram, you say, Boko Haram, you are qualified now to be a president of Nigeria since you have come to the fore. And then you are going to be incorporated into Nigeria army. But until then, do you know Nigeria welcome Boko Haram with red carpet? And then the real idiot who are behind this menace, he will tell, oh, Nigeria has caught Boko Haram. They fight against Boko Haram. It's okay. We are giving Nigeria money to fight Boko Haram. Terrorists get sponsors. But IPOB will have to pay for what we are doing. People don't know how much I spend on this place to broadcast. It's not entirely all my money. But people pay for the airtime I use here. Considering the number of time I run on air, I spend close to 300,000 naira every month to do these broadcasts. People pay for it. And believe me, it's not easy. I can't even harass any of them when the resources is not there. That is to tell you what we do. So if ordinarily these broadcasts now is costing that money, what about our leader trying to talk to conscious people, good people who are still alive? Do you know what it takes? What about the later people are writing? There are a lot of people you will not hear about their name. They write later, then tired to write later. They try to do everything. Men and women are giving up. They are burning up. Some have walk and walk and walk and walk. At times we walk and begin to fight ourselves. It looks as if we don't have sense. But this is because of the pressure. It's enormous. And this morning I must see everybody working sincerely for the restoration of Biafra. I say thank you. I say thank you. You are doing well. Many have been misguided. We are the one paying 500 naira here, and most of us don't even have 500. Now there are some Biafrans who are going to Yoruba church to give Yoruba money, but you won't understand. We are not terrorists. But the Fulani herdsmen are kidnapping Reverend Father. Vroom will not talk. Your redeemed Yoruba church pastor will not talk. He will come and wear Nigeria flag and deceive you. He will quiet protest. Who protest? Woman they bump again close mouth. When I don't see woman where they labor on close mouth, you open all your mouth and curse your husband, curse doctors, scatter the whole place. The child come out peacefully. You want Nigerians to be delivered peacefully. Everybody must open their mouth and shout. Stop giving us a hopeless security outfit. Who are you defending in Nigeria? What Nigeria needs is destruction, not protection. Who protects evil? And I tell you, the next thing they do is they impoverish the people. They impoverish the people. If you see level of poverty, then they pack poverty, they chop now, like food. If you see level of poverty, these are deliberate. You see them in the morning, they say, the government has made effort that the minimum wage must be paid. I have been hearing pain of minimum wage for almost 10 years now. This is a decade. Picking them born 10 years ago, never get boyfriend or girlfriend. And you think it's an issue. Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world, because there is no rich country in the world today that is not stealing from Biafra land. But yet, what is the equivalent of minimum wage? 30,000 naira. That should be around $100. Do you people know that majority of the family in Nigeria don't receive up to $100 in a month? They don't receive up to $100 in a month. So when you people who are not Nigeria, here Nigerian talking about paying workers 30,000 naira, most of these people have PhD. Most of these people have LLB. Most of these people are, which grammar they call it? Imagine a doctor in America. America is telling the doctor, we are going to pay you $100 in a month. They are going to pay you $100. That doctor will shoot you, whoever you are, whoever idiot you are. This is what they're doing to us here. And then they will set up panel. What did you think about the $100 Nigerian government want to be paying the doctors and the lawyer? And then you see wickedness in manifestation. Some people who only their toilet allowance, shitting allowance. You don't know they pay Nigerian senator to go to toilet. Their shitting allowance, toilet show allowance, run into millions of dollars. The same people will cross leg on a rolling chair and say, you see, actually, I must first of all commend the government of Jubilee, because the way they are taking care of Nigerian, I never thought it's going to be like this. The government have actually tried, considering the fact that all the expenses and expenditure, the nation is, they can still do that. It's a work on development. And then the people will say, well, we thank God. Poor man, day now, God prayer. And then the next 2 weeks, the people will start crying, pay us so, pay us so. Some governor will victimize their people. This is their duty to impoverish you. Have you not noticed that for them to dualize road, they want to dualize road, maybe expand the road 1 meter expansion. They will break all your building. When you hear the governor of Lagos State banding Okada, somebody say he want to fight Boko Haram. Why is he fighting Hausa? For governor of Lagos State to ban Okada, it's not entirely because of the Igbo man. We want to chase Hausa out of Nigeria. But some say, no, don't say it. You are leaking their secret. Thunder will fire all of you. How can a one-loving, indivisible Nigeria be witch hunting each other, and you still want it to remain? God will punish all of you. Your evil will not be blotted out. This is how bad it is. They are now moving to Ibadan. Ibadan now is trying to set up security to check Okada people. Who are they chasing? Poor people. They can only see the problem you are causing, but they don't want to look at the solution to your place. Now, let me tell you a little bit story, testimony of my life. I remember when I went to Lagos for the first time. My brother I went to live with was staying in Bariga, Elaje Bariga, Ajenefuja to be precise. And the house we live is very close to the canal, Third Mainland Bridge. And during the rainy season, because it's close to the Third Mainland Bridge, you can't dig toilet because it's a river bank already. So we do waters, WC, sockaway. The river is the sockaway. We just connect pipe, build this batcher, build pipe, you pull and you flush it inside the third mainland bridge. And you know there are these people who know how to sheet stone sheet. So when they pull, even 1 week, the sheet will not melt. And so when rain fall, this water in the third mainland bridge will rise and bring those people back to our veranda corridor. It's eyesore. I stayed there for about a year or 2 years. And when there is no rain, if we see people going to throw dustbin away, we call them. Please we drag dustbin to use it to fill the compound. I stayed there, like I said, between a year and 8 months to 2 years. And during the dry season, the water level would have reduced. And then in the evening like this, we put mat on top of those bins and we are taking fresh air as we think. And then God having his way, I moved on. I had my own house in Okota, Lagos. And I stayed there like about 6 months without going to Bariga. And one of those days I had my leave. I said, let me go and visit my brother in Bariga. And when I got there, I look at the environment. I was like, everybody there look like people who are suffering from Ebola. Everybody look like people who have disease, outbreak of, I don't know. They look horrible. I begin to pity for all of them. Do you know I couldn't take water from any of them to drink? I was like, God, was this where I was staying? God, what is going on here? I can't even shake them. They look horrible. But I have to learn. I paused a little bit. I went to the corner of dustbin where I used to put mat to sleep. I said, was I actually staying here in the name of fresh air? I look at those people. There was nothing wrong with the environment. And now I see, okay, these are some of the things the governor see. They will now begin to break houses. At least I understand when government wake up and start demolishing a particular ghetto, it's not just because they hate the people. It is because based on their own level of exposure, they don't think human beings should be living there. Because if I was governor, I would have broken down the whole of Bariga Ilaje. And so I won't condemn them. But the point where they are doing this thing for evil is, in as much as you know this place is not conducive for these people to live, and there is need to demolish it, so you give them a good life. What do? Go back and plan for a better environment and then move them there. But what do they do in Nigeria? They use this opportunity. The word we say is true. Human being cannot live there. Instead of chasing you from dustbin, now the next one they are going to chase you inside toilet. That is what they do. So they say they want to tie one road. They will break the whole house. And they will come on the television and justify, yes, that building was wrongly constructed. But you forgot that before the building was constructed, that place was a settlement. It was an hamlet. An hamlet that developed into a city. There would have been preparation on ground to make sure all these development are accommodated. Do you have town planning in Nigeria? You don't. But we know your intention is not to help the masses. Every law or policy that have been passed in Nigeria is first of all targeted to against Igbo man, and then to publish the general masses so nobody will be able to talk. Imagine if I have money. I have always said to God, if I have half of what Ojukwu father have, if I have access to the finance Ojukwu father have, by now we will not be talking of Radio Biafra. We will burn down the zoo. They deliberately impoverish the people. They take away the will of the people. By impoverishing them, they take away their will. Today, everybody is feeling the pain of injustice. Everybody in Nigeria is feeling the pain of hunger, among others. But see how you get them. Tell them, who is the worst idiot now we can contest? Let Buhari wake up from the grave now. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, do election, Buhari will still win. I mean, Jubri. With the hardship he has imposed on Nigeria, I tell you, do election 100 times. Forget about Obama is not empowered to lead them into office. Buhari will still win. If Buhari did not win, that means the British government don't want him to. Because what will Buhari do? He just hire some Mutinku, both musicians, anybody, just hire them. Then they will produce music for him. Oh, General Buhari, you are welcome to Biafra land. Give us to 2,000, make we vote for you. But you are a criminal. That's why you are taking 2,000 to vote for General Buhari. And General Buhari is a criminal and is going to publish all of you. They have taken your will. Without the killing, you see crowd going to see Buhari, it's 2,000 or 1,000. You see, Northern youth are protesting. Go and check it, 500. Because the moment they succeed in publishing you, they take away your will. And then once they take away your will, they decimate you. Look at the minorities in the north now. Fulani are wiping them out, taking over their villages. Who will talk about it? Go to Ebonyi State now. Go to Cross River State now in Biafra land. Many people have been chased out of their community. That is decimation. And most of them will not survive this trauma. They will have to move ahead. Some of them will enter Cameroon. Of course, there is the same problem going on in Cameroon. So that is not an option for them anymore. And so the only place they are going to have peace is to go and live in a larger Bariga, another canal in Lagos, Yoruba land. Or better still, they are even more comfortable with Boko Haram. Because our land has been converted to hell. This is what the colonial masters did. This is what they are using the Fulanis who represent them to do everywhere in Africa. Our leader is here to make sure that all this evil stop right now and right here. Our leader is here to make sure that this evil stop. We can either stand up and fight to put an end to it, like other nations, or we will watch them destroy all of us. I will tell you that the choice is yours. Whatever the case may be, whatever the situation may be, the people must understand that Biafrans are going home. The reason why we are here is to make sure that we go home. Like I started by saying, it is not our desire to conquer anybody. We really don't hate anybody, but we hate Nigeria with cruel hatred, and the evil of Nigeria must stop. Like I said, everything we are here to do is that we want to go home. Biafrans want to go home. I'll be back in a minute.
breeze. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to the land of the rising sun.
Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land. Where we came from, we are going there someday. We will have that day. Someday we are going over there.
This is a clarion call from Edith of Fossils on One in Abia province.
Of course, at this time, our lines are open. If you are a Biafran anywhere in the world, try to understand why Mazen and the Kano have to run up and down. I say he's running up and down. Try to understand what we are here to do. It's not about the Yoruba, it's not about the Hausa, it's not about anybody, but it's about all of us. Try to understand. Save the next generation. Save the next generation. Save the next generation. This is not the time to go to Geneva and sing Heal the World. So these are deceiving people. The first one, they sing, we are the world, we are the children, we are the world, so make a better place. These are deception. Then the next one is heal the world. But are they healing the world or they are poisoning the world? Who are these hypocrites, for God's sake? Who are these people? There's a reason why we are doing what we are doing. If we want to see the truth, let's live by truth. If we believe in justice, let there be justice system. But if it's about being fraudulent, then let it go on. And I want to bring the following announcement to Biafrans across the globe. Our leader, Mazen Nandekano, will be on air this evening, 8th of February, the year of Chukwuki Kabiama, 2020. And so whatever you have to do, wherever you have to be or going to, don't forget. The enemies of Biafra, lovers of freedom, everybody need to be there. Believe me. Our leader, I said, will be on air this evening, 7 p.m. Biafran time. And also, I have sent a message across to those hotels in Biafra land, most especially Umuahia. Believe me, we have all your record. For some reason, I'm instructed not to mention the name of those hotels, but know that we are monitoring all of you. All the hotel in Umuahia, all of you, we know all the idiots camping there. From now to the end of the burial, we are taking surveillance of all of you. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. You see, we understand all these things, but we just need to respect ourselves. Make sure the idiot lodging in your hotel, if they are idiots, are separated. This is our land. This is not Oduduwa land. This is not Arewa land. This is Biafra land. And Biafrans are telling you what they want. We want to control our space and time. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. So all those signal who they give for 4,000, lodge you in a hotel and give you beer. You are there shouting, ahua, ahua, ahua. We shall meet on the burial ground. Of course, you are invited. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. You respect yourself, you have your way. Most of you are coming to see me. Yes, you shall see me. Thunder will fire all of you. You shall see me because I will sit on the high chairman table in the Ara. Hey, we're going to go there. You will see us. You think we are running for you? You think we are afraid of you? Who the hell do you think you are? The king will be buried along with the queen, peacefully. You've caused us enough pain that we lose our father and our mother to the hand of death even before their time. The queen is still very young as far as I'm concerned. And on no condition or circumstance would she have been dead, except Nigeria made it possible. And don't forget, 14th of February, this same month, we will bury the queen and the king. And at the same time, I want to see if I can be able to bring this announcement to the general public. There is a write-up coming from a youth corper who is in Kebbi State. But the problem I'm having is I'm finding it difficult to pronounce the name of this place. He said it's located in Kebbi State. The name looked like a German name for me, but to pronounce it looked like a German name. But just hold on. Let me spell the... Okay, let me try and read what he wrote here. He said, hello, I am a servant corps member here in Kebbi State. One day I visited an orphanage home within the vicinity and I met this young boy named Uzochukwu. He is a Christian. He is 4 years old. He was kidnapped and resold. The police caught the kidnapper, took them to court, and kept all the children they kidnapped in a Muslim-based orphanage home. Uzochukwu speaks Igbo fluently, and he said he is from St. Teresa Nursery and Primary School, Tere Mafam. He said, Uzochukwu said he schooled in St. Teresa Nursery and Primary School, Tere Mafa. He is not sure if the school is in Enugu or Onitsha, but from what they say, Tere is in Onitsha. So any school that is St. Teresa Nursery School in Tere Anambra, please find out Uzochukwu if he's a student there. Any Uzochukwu missing is in one Muslim orphanage home, and I think this is some of the places they turn our children to Boko Haram. Uzochukwu is still in the orphanage home. And come and let me continue. He is Nursery 2 pupil. So St. Teresa Nursery and Primary School, Tere in Anambra State. Please go to your Primary 2 people record and see if any Uzochukwu is missing. Please, you can help Uzochukwu to reunite with his family member. Tell everybody around you now about this thing. The name of the place is what I'm trying to... Okay, call the place. He say Birmingham, Kebbi. And now, like I said, it looked like German name to me, but the spelling is Birmingham in Kebbi State. So please, everybody must do what they can to make sure this child does not lose. It breaks my heart to see number of children being misplaced, being sold, being kidnapped. Nigeria has become a threat to human life, and they are pretending they are not seeing all these things. Having said that, you are a Biafran anywhere, you are here to join IPOB. Make haste while the sun shines. Send us your phone number, send us your location, and your name on this our WhatsApp line. I can assure you the nearest coordinator will contact you. In case you think we are joking or we are going to back down or PDP or APC will pay us or we are going to collect contract to be gateman for pipeline or somewhere along the line we will take money and then we sit back and begin to still be shouting Biafra, Biafra, and then we are Nigerian, and then I think you are in for a very long ride. Fasten your seatbelt. WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line once again is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female 081-288-58614. And of course, caller WhatsApp, are you still there?
Good morning, my Reverend and my Professor.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Bless you. My name is Biafra. I am man Biafra. I'm from Amacha in Ondo province. I live in UK, Birmingham. In fact, my Onyibe, every day, you are giving me strength every day. In fact, come on to Sibu. Na Uziba no Nobodo Eliza. Eso aga m eso na ndị aga awụ asị ihe ọbụla so ma ebe aga m eme. because here mgbabla m n'olu m ana m enwekwu more strength and power. But ihe m na-ajụ ewu ụmụnne anyị ndị okenye nọ na ndị uwe ojii nọ na the zone nọ na Biafra land. Otu e mere okwu ikwuru n'ụtụtụ m ọ tọchiri m. Mgbe anyị na-ele fim ndị ọcha mgbakọta ofu onye na-atọpụta millions na-agụ nke ejijiji ha. O wee mụ agịda enweta m na abụọ ọwa atọ nọ na ndị uwe ojii nọ na zone ndị na-arụ nga etijiri ụmụnne anyị n'ụlọ itiri enweta ike inweta ha abụọ ọwa atọ nwere ike ime nga ha nọ ha mee atọpụ hụ na agba ha niile agbalagịcha ọwụ ha ndị a n'ihe anyị na-ekwu ọwụ ihe niile na anyị na-ekwu ndị emetụ ha n'ahụ. Sometimes I begin to wonder.
Let me encourage you. Let me encourage you. The secret of the night is best known to the hour. Be rest assured there is a massive Biafran incursion around the globe. The people are waking up. Because some are not seeing does not mean they are not seeing. You have no idea. You have no idea. I must tell you. You see, somebody called some time ago. He said, oh, Bayelsa people have not waken up. Bayelsa people have not waken up. I do not talk to them because they don't know anything. Do you know if you call your village now and talk about IPOB, they will tell you they don't know IPOB. Many will tell you they don't know Biafra. But believe me, the secret of the night is best known to the hour. Don't worry about that.
Because now Christmas police if you are they protect I'm na WhatsApp group bagide sa one naira agamato so agaghị eme Boko Haram ebe town one. So at last the majority carry the vote here kwando nọ n'obodo oyibo. So ihe na-ekwu eziokwu but ihe m na-ekwu sometimes ọ na-arụ m ka mbewe akwa ọ na-arụ m ka ihe ka ibido ụzọ ibe anyị nọ. I'm ihe niile na-ekwu ana m ana but there wasn't any option. You are on
point. You are on point.
This struggle. Okay, for you. Time I need my Simon and go, Hanine, my Muslim, I need all of them. But I did good of calling. Sometimes you can woman, I don't know.
Like what you said now. You can cut off now, another person will come. And say amateur people are not on this struggle. They should come out and, when Abo person call on this line, for instance, I know it's Abo person. And if I don't speak Abo for the person, you would think he's a Nugu man or Anambra man. Because his name is still going to boil down to Ikechukwu. He's still going to boil down to Namde. I don't know if you understand. So our people, I will say, they are not as weakened as we expect them to be anyway, but they are responding, I must tell you, to stimulus.
My professor, Ilanya before, I'm Nazoba, Iron Man Biafra. He can now home na platform. Oh, too much pressure on even my Birmingham BMB. Has 100 years of Biafra debate. So too much threat to make me change what I'm teasing Iron Man Biafra. So on your problem on Facebook, can pass out money Biafra. Come to say my Iron Man Biafra. You tell me because you're here in the mobile, no going back. So because you're not young, do na Nikuka. I don't know when I did here, Obuda Gejar, my other son, the cookie, we are beacon. That idea on when Obuda Gejar, Mandunum Nakanshi, Mando Nando Name spiritual beacon, on the Putula Nikuka. Beacon, that is says on, come we keep Hayuru. Because you're Onyibe, because our name. Chineke gozie family gozie onye ndu gozie ndị niile na-elekwata anya ihe anyị na-eme udo dịrị ọnụ. Bye bye.
Thank you. Caller on the line, are you there?
My name is Chibiko. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mazi. Go ahead, please.
I am by the special grace of Chukwu. I am from Aba province. I hail from Obrama, and Obrama is in Ahoda West, Biafra land. Now, Onyibe, I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama bless you. By the special grace of God, Chukwu Kikabiama, I am the coordinator of Amapi Road here in Biafra land, Aba province. My rep I say that day the Zoo government want us to run, not to come and give respect to our mother and father by taking all the whole army they have to come to Afara Ibek, to put fear in our mind so that we will not come and bury our mother and our father that they killed. I want to tell them that we are coming to bury our mother and our father whom they killed. Nothing will stop us. All our brothers and sisters, wherever they are, I want all of them to come out. That we will not run from our land. Biafra is our land. Biafra is our land. We will never.
Quite unfortunate we leave Miss Dakola. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I hear you, Mazo. Good morning from here, Mozambique, Mazo below.
Go ahead.
Bon dia. Pastor Onyibe, I want to use the opportunity to thank you for life of our leader, Mazina Degal, Buchongwa, and you people that's working for the Radio Biafra every time, morning and night. I ask God to give you people to strength and wisdom, understanding, knowledge, so that you people can battle this matter and reach the end. In the mighty name of Chikokabiam. Manjo Onyibe, Onyibe Kunuma Hobilo from Mozambique here. I from Umaka Ninja Balaka went to Biafra Olo land, Olo province. I want to use the opportunity to announce our gathering to honor our dead, our father, respect our last respect for our father and our mother. That day 14th, but we have our own gathering here in Nampula province by on 13th. We have our own gathering here on 13th night by 7 p.m. in Mozambique time. I want to use the opportunity to call our people, those that so that we love Biafra. Those who love Biafra supposed to love our fathers and our mother. Those who die because of this struggle. Those who say that they love Biafra, because every day we have a testimony here. There's one man called me one day that I am not doing anything. I don't have anything to do. That's why I've been talking about Biafra. Man, George Onyibe, that man just want to tell me that I'm a finished man. That I don't know how, I don't have anything to do. That's why I'm talking about Biafra. Do you know? After we do our meeting this month, first 3rd of this week, 3rd of this month, we do our meeting. The following day in the morning, that man they call that meeting, but he's not an IPOB member. He's opposition. But that man come by 5 o'clock early morning. Yeah, by 5 o'clock early morning. This man asked me, Mazo below, please, I want to register for Biafra. I want to be a member because I see that the situation of Nigeria is in for Biafra. I was surprised. This man was doing me something that I not expect. Give me sense of name. But this man said that I said, okay, my brother, you are welcome. I will give you my number. Anytime that you want to do it, I will invite you. That's why those no you couldn't money here was a Biafra, but we stand with him. And when I stand them anything in Sotola, I'm ready to take it. With no problem, but also I go mind. I will find that man come meeting on that next meeting we do now. We appear there. But I believe that a lot of people couldn't join for Biafra here in Nampula. They're speaking good now. But I tell everybody, come there by 7 o'clock. The place that we are meeting, Maz Patrick Amadi compound. Come there and respect our dead, our father and our mother. Come there on that day, 13th, by 7 p.m. Mozambique time. Please, if you love Biafra, many people love Biafra, many people love IPOB, but they will not have the chance to come there. They will not have to say that they have to be there now, they cannot come there. No matter your reason, no matter everything, try and make sure that we come to that place because it's our respect. We want to give our dad and our money that day, 13th of this month. Wakekeeping. We want to have our own wakekeeping here in Mozambique, in Nampula province, particularly where I'm coordinating. I want everyone to be there that day because Biafra cannot come without you to sacrifice. We're supposed to sacrifice. We're supposed to lose something. We're supposed to do something for the Biafra because there's nothing as Ada Abaka Chinatara. Because all the good, everybody love Biafra that day. Wakekeeping is here in Mozambique, Nampula. We must do it here because I just a mirror work is a minute. I never can here. I can according to my brother. Do your own, I do my own. This is what we're supposed to do. Every time I could Biafra is supposed to come out. Whether we are a member of BIB or not a member of BIB, come outside and support what we are doing. If you want to go, anything they can do, push it at Biafra there. We're supposed to be welcome because we are not going back. Only Biafra can be solution according to that man. But since now we are here, cause us that our common for Biafra every day in Mozambique. Maybe here now, but my brother, I want you some everybody all of Biafra that day. I will expect you people to be there on ground so that we will respect our dad. Thank you very much, man. I'm not going to him. We must make something. We must do something. We must get Biafra. Whether I put so like there, I ain't get Biafra. Not go Kabia. Man, so Onyibe. Outside of here, Mozambique, man, below. Thank you very much, man. God will protect people and protect people and the mighty much Kabia. We pray. Thank you, Lord.
Biafra all over the world. Echuko Kikabiyama bless you. Echuko Kikabiyama bless our leader and our deputy leader, Azichuka from Nafo. A strong man. May Eke Keruwa keep strengthening you. My name is Gimmick. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. Echuko Kikabiyama bless and guide you. Echuko Kikabiyama keep strengthening you because I have always been telling you that you go to darkest place of this world and you grab Biafrans out of that darkness. You put your hand in fire, brought Biafrans out of that fire, and you kept us in a better place. Echuko Kikabiyama continue to bless you. We will continue to strengthen you till Biafra comes. Let them pack all their whatever they have, if they have anything self. Let them pack it and go and lodge anywhere they like. If they like, let them dig the ground and go and stay there. We are seeing all of them. All those idiots that was born for one Nigeria, all of them will suffer what they did to Biafra. I've told them, all of you, both in radio Nigeria, both in their media, both in their Facebook, both in their WhatsApp, both in their telecommunication, and you are disturbing Biafra. You refuse us to send our messages. You refuse us to block our number, block our Facebook, block everything that we are doing. Keruwa will punish all of them one by one. None of them will go unpunished. None of them. Even those that stops us from talking. When you want to talk, when you want to tell them that this thing they are saying is a fake, they will block you, they will squeeze your number, they will put it. Sometimes they will deliberately this communication. I don't know how they pick and find their friends. They will put us in flat mode. You will not see network until the whole program went out. All those people that are doing all these things, they will receive their evil deed. Not Biafra will deal with all of them. They thought they will kill our leader. That is what they saw. They wanted to kill our leader on 14th of September. They don't know that our leader will survive. We will will deal with all of them. Our leader will deal with all of you, both in the land of the spirit, both in the hellfire, both in heaven, both everywhere. But in that one, they call, what did they call it? They said after that you go to heaven. Both in ghetto or wherever in this planet Earth that you have suffered Biafra in one way or the other, you will receive, unless you repent. You repent and Chukwu Kadema forgives you. And you join what we are doing, especially those that are born Biafra. I told them that many IPOB will die when Biafra comes because of their mouth. Because they can't keep secret. Because they can't keep what we are doing. What we said. If this thing don't say it, they will go down and start broadcasting it to people that do not know what you are doing. Who told you that they are not Biafra? They are Biafra, but they are not in IPOB. Why is it that your mouth will cause you death? Who will bury many? Who will bury many? But I thank you for giving us our leader and keeping my life. I told him we will not die. We will just live and grow old. One day, you will just, Chukwu will take you and we will celebrate your burial. That's how we will do. Because he has suffered. He has paid with everything. That's why I always say, our leader, please, sometimes if you are saying something, because everything that comes out of your mouth will come to fulfillment. Please stop saying that you will use your wife as sacrifice. Please, our mother and our father is gone. Please. We will not sacrifice anybody again. We will sacrifice much. This one is pinning us to the boat. We will not sacrifice anybody again. No one will be sacrificed again. We will live, we will sacrifice our enemies to get Biafra. All that will sacrifice is zoo. The zoo country will sacrifice it. The British will sacrifice them. All those Lugard and their agents will sacrifice all of them. No Biafra will be sacrificed again. No family of our leader will be sacrificed again. Nobody will be sacrificed again. Both child, both cousins, both relatives, everybody. No Biafran people will be sacrificed again. We will sacrifice our enemies. We will sacrifice the saboteurs. We will sacrifice those who help the zoo to kill us. We will sacrifice the British. We will sacrifice every one of them that are saboteurs. That's whom we will sacrifice. Nobody will be sacrificed again in Biafra land. May Ekekeru Wachukwu bless you and keep strengthening you. This work we are doing is not easy. This work we are doing is not easy. All these evil people are looking for you to kill. They will not get at you. They will not get at anybody that is Biafra again. We will sacrifice them in place of Biafrans. They will suffer pain. They will suffer pain. They will suffer pain. They will be hungry. Hunger will kill all of them. Their gun they carry in their hand will kill all of them. That's their machete will kill all of them. That's my prayer, and I know that Chukwu Kadama have answered us. We will not sacrifice ourselves again. We will sacrifice our enemies in the altar of Biafra. May Chukwu Kadama bless you. May Chukwu Kadama keep strengthening you.
We must continue.
Protect you all. In the name of Chukwu Kadama.
Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Maze, my African rep.
Good morning.
Good afternoon from South Korea.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Ifani Chukwu. I hail from Okigwe. Okigwe is in Imo province, Biafra land. Mazi, I say, may Chukwu bless you. May you protect and guide your family. And most especially my love, my director. I don't know how to describe our director. All that I can say is that may Almighty protect and guide him wherever he is, and grant him all his heart desires, which I know the most. One of his heart desires is Biafra restoration. I pray that God will use him to restore our country, so that all of us will go back to Biafra land and build and develop our place. Mas everything you said this morning, I have heard you mention South Korea, how they fought with North Korea. my brother, is nothing but the truth. The 40 here, even the man that I'm working with, the son was telling me how they fought with the North Korea. Now, the children, the new generation, they are enjoying everywhere. Everything is working.
That is. Thank you for coming through that angle. That is what I want Yoruba people and Hausa Fulani to understand. British government are the one who caused the problem for all these Korean people. They are the one making we and Yoruba to fight. This Yoruba and Hausa should use their brain, Fulani. Divide Nigeria. We have fought enough. And then so that our children can be able to live together. Because the generation of the idiot who commit this crime, they are all worn out already. And we are the next generation. They don't know what is coming for them. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
It's all right, Maz. The thing is that I'll be saying it. Instead of, I know that nothing will stop Biafra from coming to this our generation. Biafra must come. Instead of Biafra not to come, the director should give order. All of us, we are going down to that zoo. Whatever thing it takes, I will make sure that at least 3 states in that zoo, mainly from northern side, we will make sure that not even one cow will go out of that place. These people, they have dealt with us enough. See the way they are burning all our businesses. In the history of that zoo, there was no time, the way they are burning our businesses, destroying our businesses in Lagos, in Eastern, in Biafra land. You hearing fire burning everywhere, destroying shops, destroying markets. That is the orchestrated plan to destroy our businesses. They shall never succeed. All I'm saying is this: nothing will stop Biafra from. Nothing will stop us. We must. Biafra. In fact, Biafra is already here. People think that our director is just a mere human being. Mazinam Dekano, that guy, our director is not a mere human being. He's an extraordinary human being. That's why I love our director with everything in me. No evil shall see our director. Some people are complaining that people are worshiping our director. Our director deserves more than what he's getting from us. I am praying the day I will see my director. I will make sure that I will wear my expensive clothes. I will spray it on the ground. Our director will march on it. Because our director has opened our eyes. I spent more than 10 years in that northern zoo. I know the humiliation. I know what we will pass through in the hands of this Boko Haram people. In fact, I know you are run out of time. Let me just round off so that you can rest and every other thing. I just want to say, may God bless you, Maz Onyibe. Thank you for lecturing us every morning and every night. May God protect and guide you and protect our director. For the burial of our parents, our king, God Almighty shall make everything to become successfully. Every evil they are planning against us, the zoo, the Boko Haram, any plan they are having against us that day, it shall go back to them. God shall destroy them. God shall deal with them. And as I pray, so shall it be. For Britain, disaster shall come upon them until they allow Biafra to go. We shall go. We shall emerge. Thank you, Mazi. May God bless you. Asana from here, South Korea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Onyibe.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Caller on the line.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. This is Emmanuel Mode, calling you from Abakaliki, Biafra land. Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, permit me to announce on air yesterday that the Maker Gives Twitter handle was suspended. Our IPOB online team head, the Maker Gives, his Twitter handle was suspended yesterday. And I tried to contact Twitter. I have tweeted at them to cancel that suspension, that the Maker Gives is not a criminal. He's a freedom fighter. I don't know why Twitter and other social media platforms are fighting against this cause for Biafra restoration. We are not terrorists. Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, we are not terrorists. We are freedom fighters. We have been telling them this. I don't want to hear. Twitter has been limiting our reach in so many ways. When we tweet, I think they used to hinder people from seeing what we tweet. On Facebook, Facebook has blocked a link to hashtags. Anytime I tag, I include hashtags on my Facebook page. they won't make it accessible. I think they are fighting us. Why should they block Emeka Gift? Because they know that Emeka Gift is doing a very nice job. I think I've been telling other IPOB online team to try to pressure Twitter to cancel that suspension on Emeka Gift account. I'm so very, very annoyed. Please,
thank you very much.
Somehow. Thank you very much, sir.
And this is where we draw the curtain for this morning segment. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. My apology to those that cannot take their call from now. People must understand that our target is simple. Destroy Nigeria and free all the prisoners, British prisoners inside one Nigeria. It's very pathetic. Some of these prisoners who call themselves Nigeria don't even know they are prisoners. They don't know. That is why this battle look very hard. It look difficult. But we will keep reminding them that they are prisoners. Somebody built a prison, dump all of us. So a lot of people in Africa are killing themselves to defend the prison of the imperialists, the terrorists. We shall see.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
Oh, la, 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 la.
Na Biafra land, Mazucheme for the chicken for Rojo Fogana,
Ucheme for Okobiama, Olu Mekelegi, BG Tekelegi, Biafra's Got Talent Tekelegi, Isuru Keme. Everywhere put our own way in. No nyere man say nothing can go. When I see your consistencies, I feel much relief, cause Biafrans really believed in you. And your commitment over our motherland, that is our only strength. Nkamere, IPOB Wali,
When our director was in detention, he had the struggle for 2 years and counted. No matter the intimidation, he could run in again. But go be Jema for your jaw. Mobuna go to Betty run a bagging book. He may go be get the jaw. Makimi hanging a jaw. He will look at the jumper.
I thank God that we have you, cause you made us believe in you. You promised to take us to the promised land. Biafra land is my motherland. Nande kano, Uchime for Iya dikunu ya bika kola.